Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Foundation Galactic Frontier content. So today, folks, I want to talk to you about one of the coolest little things that got added into the game once I reached a certain level here recently. I can't remember what level it was, but I think it was somewhere around 16, 17. I got the ability to do the Rune Raiders, and this is super, super cool. You have two different ways that you can profit from these missions, and I want to talk to you about all of them. And just make sure that you're doing this, because if you want to level up your account, this is some good resources you can get right here. And resources are kind of hard to come by sometimes, especially when you get to the higher levels. Okay, let's jump right into it. So if you go to the Galactic Encyclopedia, Encyclopedia Galactica, let's find the entry that has to do with the Rune Raiders. Okay, if you scroll on down, it's way on down here. I wish there was some kind of a search. I mean, I know that they got these tab things here, but they really need a search for you to just type in like Rune and it would come up. So there's a tip for the developers. Think about maybe putting a search bar on here to make finding the information you're looking for a little easier. Rune Raiders, the Galactic Empire is in decline, leaving behind countless forgotten runes on various planets that are now precious treasures waiting to be claimed. Tap the icon on the left side of the screen to enter the Rune Raiders interface. You can search for and excavate runes. If you are not satisfied with the runes you find, you can use the runes map to refresh them. Increase the level of your energy core to discover runes of higher quality. So that right there is key. So your energy core ties to the level of the excavations that you can find. So I haven't been able to get on a legendary yet, but I've seen a couple. So yeah, that's really cool. So remember that. So as your energy core goes up, this gets better. Excavation requires fleets to garrison the ruins. If an excavation fleet is defeated by another trader during the process, a portion of the rewards will be lost. Of course, you can also plunder the ruins being excavated by other traders. So that's where we see the two different mechanics that we're going to talk about now. Let's go to it again. When you look at the screen here, you're presented with different options as far as the one that you can actually go to plunder. These are ones that people are already established on. Like this one right here, you see the little character portrait on. If you click on that, you can see what loot he's getting. And if it looks tempting to you, there's something on here you would like to get, then you click on plunder and you can actually try to go for his loot. Once you click plunder, it takes you to the screen where he's at, and you can then click plunder again, and it will give you the option to take a battle with that person. And if you can beat them, then you get to steal one of their items. If they beat you, then they defend against it, and the integrity of the excavation stays at 100%. If you beat them, then their integrity of their excavation goes down because they get less rewards. This right here is what you want to keep in mind when you're thinking about attacking them. I wish I would have a plunder attempt available, but I only have 4 and I've already used them all for the day. I should have thought to save one for the video. Sorry. But basically, when you have a plunder attempt, these reset every day at reset. You can then come on and say plunder. It'll take you to a battle screen. And if your team power is better than this guy's that's excavating, you will beat them most of the time, unless they have some insane tech or research or something like that that's deceiving you as far as their power capability. That can happen as well. Sometimes you'll have a higher rating and still get beat, and it just kind of depends on who has the best research, the best heroes, all that kind of stuff. It can actually beat you with a lower level, fleet power rating. So be careful about that. You can look at the details and you can see the history. You can see exactly what's on there. You can see a better breakdown of who this person is. their level of their fleet ship and the level of their generals and who they have equipped, so you can decide if you want to mess with that person or not. Okay, so that is, let's see if we can get back without, no. So that is the plunder mechanic for the people that are already excavating. Now, you also have the ability, and I did save one of these to be able to do this. You have the ability to do a certain amount of excavations. You have 5 per day that you can do. You get 3 slots. You fill those up. They count down when they're done. You collect your loot, and then you can do 2 more unless you're at a higher level and you get more attempts. So you just click on Find New Ruins, and it'll take you to the screen to where you're automatically given a choice. You get, for me, the one that I just had pop up was an uncommon. Now, I can reset this if I want to try my luck at getting a higher quality one. I can hit the free coupon to reset this, and it will change the level of the rune that I get. So hopefully we get a better one. Let's try it. Boom. Okay, I reset it, and I got an epic, which is really good. It goes common, and then the green, and then the purple, and then I think the legendary is the next one. Um, I mean, this is almost as good as you can get right here. So I really don't think I want to chance it, because it could go back down to common or whatever, and I would have lost the ability to get this one. It costs, after your first free attempt, it starts to cost these credits for you to be able to do that again, and then it goes up every single time you do it. I think it doubles every time. So if I did it now, next time it would be 400, and it would keep on going, because you're playing the slot machine, like trying to find a legendary or whatever. I haven't had a legendary yet, so I'm not really sure about the quality of the loot on a legendary, but this is an epic, and it says increase the level of your energy core to discover runes of higher quality. Energy core level 15 unlocks epic. Energy core level 20 unlocks legendary. Oh, and then there is another level above that. It's energy core level 25 unlocks mythic. Nice. I can only imagine how good those are. I haven't even seen anything mythic in the game yet. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's kind of interesting to know, because I didn't even know there was a mythic tier. You can see I'm still learning the game. This was news to me right here. Okay, so I like this one, so I'm going to go ahead and select this one, and you can choose which fleet you have to excavate this particular site. It's obviously in your best interest to put your strongest fleet on it, because if somebody comes to plunder you, you want to be able to defend against them. So put your strongest fleet in charge of the excavations as you go, and then work your way down. Like the next one, I would do this, and then the next one, I might just wait until one of these expire and not put my weakest ship on there, because that would just be too tempting of a target for people to plunder. It might be to my advantage to just wait a couple of hours for one of these to get done and then reassign this ship to them. And that's a strategy that some people could use, because these excavation attempts last all day and they reset at server reset time. So if you get right on it at server reset time, you could put your strongest fleet on one, wait for it to get done, redo your strongest fleet on your next, wait for that to get done, redo your strongest fleet on the third one, and keep on going. And that way you could guarantee yourself better odds of defending against a plunder. So that's kind of something to think about. If you're somebody that's on the game a lot, you may want to think about that. But if you're somebody that just wants to set it and forget it, you may just go ahead and put all 3 of your fleets on one and just let it go. Come back and check it later, after you go to bed, and you wake up for the next day, get them all. I personally like to use my top 2 fleets, and I don't like to use my weakest one for one. I feel like I'm wasting an attempt when I do that, because it's too easy for people to plunder. But that kind of depends on your power. Another cool thing about the excavation is whenever you assign someone to excavate, that puts them on that, and then you have a timer countdown. Now, the higher quality will be the longer timer. The fleet that's assigned to an excavation does not count against your fleets that you can use out in the world. So while this one's going, you can still use your fleet out in the world. So, like you can see, I still have my fleet available out here, and I can, move it, do whatever I want. It doesn't count against my active available fleet total to be able to use. So that's really cool. That's the excavation and the plunder and the rune raiders mechanic. Uh, really like it. I think it's really neat. It's just another one of those timed events that you can do. If you like these kind of games, you really dig these timed events, because you can get into setting alarms and all that kind of stuff to help you be that guy that's right there when it's done to refresh and get the best attempts you can and have your levels higher than everybody else. It's just something that a lot of nerds that like these kind of games like to do. So these events are really cool for us that like these kind of games. So appreciate you watching my content today. Thank you very much for being here. If you found this content interesting or entertaining, please think about subscribing and liking. Throw a comment down in the comment and let's talk. If you've seen something that I said that was wrong, please correct me or give me some advice, because I'm still learning. The game on the server that I've been on has only been up for 6 days now, or 7 days, 6 or 7 days. So for me, this is a brand new game and I'm learning it, and it's all exciting. But I definitely want to take into account your tips and tricks if you have some. So share away. We can do better when we share knowledge together. So I'll talk to you in another video coming soon about Foundation Galactic Frontier. Peace. Got to get that loot. Got to get that loot. Talk to you later.